Hi, and thanks for joining me again. We are working on the Lapbook, which we are trying to follow Nikthebooksmith's tutorials and just sort of create some of the foundation pages similar to the way she's creating. She has a documentary type of theme, and I'm going to go with a more botanical theme, things that you would find in the garden, things you might want to document. So so far we have created the book, and we have the front flaps, which is what we're going to be working on today. This area here. Inside we have the insert, and we have some of the sections that we've already created. There's this little area that's for notes. And then we have a place for storing, and then another little booklet for drawing and notes. And then we have the very back section, which we completed last. We haven't done anything here yet, but that will be next week probably. And the last thing that we actually created was this little booklet box, and that would open to there. A bunch of entomology slides. I'm loving the colors, the bright colors, and I'm going to try and bring that more into the book as I'm decorating and adding pages. So thanks for joining me, and now let's get back to today's work at hand. So there's our cover, and as we flip it open, this is what we're going to be working with today. This page and this page. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to use this piece to make a corner pocket here. So I'm going to go 1/2 inch up, score, and then another quarter, 1/2 inch over and a quarter, and then fold both of those lines and cut out the corner. So, and when I cut out the corner, I cut the uppermost and innermost pieces. So I don't do the quarter, I do the 3/4 mark. I cut on that to the point, and on this side again I do the 3/4 mark to the point. Make sure that you do it on your left side, because this page is going to go into the book on this corner. We want this open so we can put pieces in. Okay, so I just creased those, and then we ended up with a little bit of a gusset there and all around. So I'm just going to glue this to there, and then I'm going to glue this side and put those in there onto the page like that. So I pasted mine in about 1/4 inch from the side, and this still got a raggedy edge, but the base of the card is about 1/4 inch. So we end up with a little corner box on the corner left of the page. Okay, so next we're going to make a pocket that's going to go on here with this piece of card, and it's going to have a large cutout window with a piece of vellum in it, so it would hide over there. So I chose blue because there's blue in here on this side, and it kind of goes nicely with that page. That's too dark. A lot of that's just my best choice for doing that. So I'm going to cut a piece out and cut the window out. Okay, so I did cut a little piece off of here because I'm thinking it needs to have room to be able to get into that pocket. And so then I created my window with the vellum, and I'm going to just glue that on to there. And out of that piece, I've also got, I don't know, 2 or 3 other pieces left that I'm just going to save in my maybe later pile. Okay, so there's the front that we just did on that flap. And then we're going to open the book to the inside flap, front cover. And we're going to put some more pages on here and an envelope on here. This way, yes, right side up. And then that will be a pocket in here. It will also have a pocket here, and it will have an opening on this side to put stuff in to the vellum envelope on this side. Okay, so I'm just going to cover this page with this paper like that and glue that down. And then do you remember at the beginning, I'm pretty sure I showed it when we just took an envelope, a regular envelope. This one is like about 6 by 9, and you can use whatever size you have. And we made a window in the front there with the vellum in it. So we're going to use that to go on there. And then we'll have a folio button on there, and that will tie around to there. And we'll have a string coming out from underneath of here to tie on. So we'll have a pocket. And then later we'll be doing a flip for there. So I just took a bit of twine, jute twine, and I'm going to want to line this up. Sorry about that. I keep hitting that down thing. We're going to line that up so it's inside this cover. And right about there, I'm going to open that page up and put the twine down where it's going to come about the middle of that envelope. So I set my eyelet with a, whatever they call this thing, whatever. If you don't have one of those, just sew a button on, or figure out some other kind of way that you can make a closure, because what we want to do is, once I glue this down, we're going to be able to put that around. So you just need some way to keep this flap closed. Okay, so what we're going to have to do on this little envelope that we've got going on here, we're going to have to slit this end open and take out a little, make a little finger groove, and then put something in to keep it strong. So if you have a 1-inch punch, you can just punch a little groove out of there like that. If not, put a something like small that would be a circle, and then cut around it. Like, this is a little large, but you could use something like that. Just draw around and cut around, cut it out. Okay, so we got that. Now we're going to put something in here just to make sure that that's more, a little bit stronger, a little more secure. I think because Nick probably had the string under this and not this. Whether this really matters to us or not, I don't think it's going to. So, and I kind of like that color, so I'm going to just leave it that way. And then I'm going to come to this, and I'm going to glue this down on on this side, on the 1, 2, 3 on the back here. 1, 2, 3. Put that on there, and that will be a pocket. So there we go. I just open that envelope to this side, to the back, put glue around the 3 sides like that, and then I'm going to get this in place where I want it on that backing page, close to this string, so that when that is on and straight, this can come around. The tie can come around underneath. Not so easy the first couple of times. I like it when people put that extra little spacer bar or spacer reinforcement or whatever underneath. Gives you that little bit of a rise so that your string can go under easy. But there we go. So I've got a little extra I don't need. I'm going to just cut that off, save that, and then I'm going to start working on this top piece. So up here we're going to create a flip. Okay, so all I have done is selected a paper that I would like to use as this flip up. And we will go way up here so you can see this is going to be the flip up for this book page. So I chose this one because I thought it was pretty. And I made a 3/4 inch to an inch flap over at the top of that page. So the top, I made a 1/2 inch and I beveled the edges, and then I glued that onto the front. You can see that? I'm way off, sorry. So I glued that onto there, and I picked that because it had the nice glue and I thought it went well. And then I made a little 1/4 inch gusset again by just creasing that paper, and that gave me that little bit of a rise for that, so it can cover that stuff that's underneath. And sorry about that, I'm bouncing you all over. I'm trying to get everything straight so you can actually be in frame. This book is getting large, and I think if I'd make this book myself, I would not have put this inside stuff in yet, because of having to manhandle the damn stuff all the time. And I think I would have thought about whether I wanted to do all of those things first and maybe done them less because they're quite heavy. But we're following along and trying to make the most of what we've got, and doing it our way, and trying to use up, like I said, some of these pages here, which boy, I wouldn't do that again, because those backdrops are documentary, and this book is not a documentary book. If it was, it'd probably be a lot easier, because I could select some of those pages that are, you know, a lot more like that, you know. So anyway, that was the pack I had to use. I had a few pages like this that are in there, and like this that I do like. So I'm okay. We're just, like I say, trying to make the most, and that's what's proving to be the biggest hurdle for me, is trying to figure out how to use the pages that I have. So the next step is I wanted to extend this down a little bit and put a kind of cool little edge on. So I had a piece of this that I got from a watercolor book. It's just, you know, when you tear it out. And I thought, if I put that on this flip page right at the top there, that would look kind of cool, and it would finish that off. And then I have a number strip that I can put on there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue that and be back. So yeah, so I'm just gluing that little bit onto the underside of the flip flap. Oh, that way. So it's gonna look like that. Now, if that's I might end up covering that up later, I don't know, or putting a bigger piece on or something. But for me, right now, I kind of like that writing and stuff, so I wanted to leave it. So I have a bit of a pocket here. I'll put a little finger thumb hole thingy in there, and that's that page. All right, now I have to do this front here, and I thought I would put this on here for sure, and then I got to find a pocket or something to put on the front. Okay, finally the last bit that's got to go on to the front of this flip flap business. I did change my mind on this piece of paper here, and I put the blue back in to there, and I cut out the pocket thumb dealy there. Now this I made to go on here like that, and I made it with a stronger inside because it's pretty flimsy paper. I'm not sure whether this is going to be a pocket or whether we're going to keep it as a flip doily or put a little booklet in there or what at this point. So I'm just going to put that on there. And the hardest thing for me is covering up this paper. It's just so gorgeous, so I'm not sure what to do with it. I'm really not sure. So I'm going to glue this on, and that will be the end of this part. So thanks for joining me, and please take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next part. If you're making one, share it with me. I'd love to see how it's going for you, and leave a comment and like and subscribe. If you want to see more, hit the bell. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.